Good morning, brothers and sisters. Hope all of you are doing well and that you're safe. You know, during our lives, we're all going to receive some invitations. Some of them are perhaps invitations we're excited about, we really want to respond to, and we hope we get to attend the event or be with the individual or whatever. Some of them are not necessarily so good. Some of those we think, okay, I better stay away from this. I better not respond to this. I better not go here or be with these people. Well, we have one invitation that is unmistakably the greatest of all invitations. It's from Jesus Christ himself. In Matthew chapter 11, beginning in verse 28, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." What an invitation. Because according to the Psalms, without Jesus, we all have a tremendously heavy burden. It's sin. In Psalms, it's presented as a weight that just weights an individual down completely. And Jesus came to take away sin. He came to do away with that problem. He literally came to lift the burden of sin off of you and I. And then he talks about the fact that we need to learn from him. And as we look at the life of Jesus, one thing we notice constantly, he strove to do the will of God. He was always trying to do and say the things that were pleasing to God. And so you and I need to learn that lesson, that we do everything within our power every day of our lives to try to live in accordance with what God wants us to do, to try to be the people God wants us to be. But then Jesus not only talks about lifting a burden, but he also talks about helping us, yoked together. We think of oxen or horses or mules being teamed up together, and it makes pulling a load ever so much easier. And Jesus wants to be teamed up with you and I. He wants to walk side by side with us and help us to keep us in the right pathway, to keep us on the right course, to help us be the people that God would have us to be. And so he wants to be teamed, coupled, united with us. So you and I can live in such a way that we walk with him each and every day now, and that we can live with him throughout eternity. So that's why I say this is such a marvelous invitation. Jesus is calling upon you and I, each one of us, to come to him, and he will give us rest. He will lift the burden. He will help us. He will guide us in the pathway that leads us to heaven. No one else will ever give you an invitation like that. all the great, good invitations you get in life will not compare to that one. So please, if you've never heeded Jesus' invitation, do so. And if you have, make sure you're teamed together with Him and you're walking the way God wants you to walk. And may God bless you as you strive to live for Him day by day.